Jer from falling halfway down a cliff face. Nigel from getting pummeled. So you're standing in amongst what could have been a choke point on the path in this
Are there any of these
passway.
bandits left?
No, none of the bandits are left.
Have we
Their
searched their
corpses are strewn
bodies?
about the path in the mountains. I should say in the rocks on either side.
I guess we'll start. I'll start searching the dead bodies. See if we can see what they're carrying.
Haha, and I'm here too. Haha.
They
Or
don't
did
have
we?
anything.
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
Sorry guys, I must have ate some bad shellfish last night, and I just oh. Whew.
Bad shellfish. So we're all looking at the foothills map right now.
Everyone should be on the northern on the pass map, where the black and white map with the blue river on.
Yeah. Okay.
As you can see that the pass, the trail gradually winds itself up through this pass. It doubles back and switches back and forth. It's ever increasingly going higher. And the way gets more steep as you progress. As the trail begins to climb more steeply near the summit, it is once again blocked by a wall of rock, taller and more imposing than the last one. The stream, smaller than before, forms to the right-hand side of the cleft, and the trail, climbing steeply, hugs the opposite wall. Or I should say, and the trail, climbing steeply, hugs the opposite wall. A low moan, probably caused by the wind, throbs through the gorge. So steep and narrow is the cleft that steps have been carved into the rock to allow the climber safer footing. Once in the gorge, it's nearly impossible to hear anything because of the reverberation of the wind's moan and the thunder of the tumultuous.
Looks like we're gonna have to do some rock climbing.
Well, it looks like there's some rough hewn steps that were carved.
And they're leading upwards.
Yeah, shallow enough and wide enough to allow the movement of wagons and stuff.
Okay, so they're pretty wide.
But as you're progressing upward, you start to get a little bit colder. You nothing as impressive as it was in the lower valley. Looking at the surrounding mountain ranges, you do see that there is snow at the peak.
Sorry, that one word cut out. What was it at the peak?
Snow.
Snow. Okay.
The dreaded S word.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
buried in it. It's -20 here today again.
Well, if you still have the picture, I got about 2 feet of snow. And it's still coming.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of snow. We probably about got that on the ground right now, but it's not snowing right now.
as you pass that gorge and are climbing ever higher, it's at 50 feet to the left. There's a tributary path. A spring bubbles forth amidst the rocks. The pool is irregular in shape, no more than 2 feet across, and the overflow pours down the mountain alongside the path. It is the source of the stream that has paralleled the trail to this elevation. The banks of the pool are a carpet of tiny purple and white flowers, graced occasionally by larger crimson blossoms and pure white lilies.
Let's check out the pool and see how deep it is. See if it's. Are we all okay for water supplies?
I have a decanter of endless water, so we're fine on water.
Plus, there are supplies of water that you may um, else that you were given.
All right, well, I'll investigate the pool if we're nearby it. Cautiously. See if it's a deep pool, shallow. Maybe there's coins in the bottom.
It's basically a natural spring that bubbles forth. The water is extremely cold. So cold in fact that it numbs at the touch at just by placing your hand in it, it goes numb instantly.
No sign of life out here other than us, right?
There's the plants. There and you've seen occasional trails of animals that may be goats, mountain sheep, that sort of. The occasional bird.
What time of day is it right now?
It's getting on towards the evening.
You can camp here for tonight if you guys want.
Yeah, here. I mean, we could try to push on a little bit more or stay here. I don't think it matters.
Sounds good. Let's camp here. I'll take the first watch.
I'll take second.
Do we need to start a fire? Is it going to be
Oh
cold?
yeah.
Who wants to build a fire? Or is there
Do we have?
Maybe there's no combustibles around.
Yeah, you're at an elevation now where, yeah, it is definitely brisk.
Okay, now that she's not prancing through the house, throwing a fit because she wants cereal, do things look normal?
Yeah, it just seems to be like uh, the natural stream. You're at the head of the natural stream. That is cold enough that it numbs at the touch.
There is one possibility that if we camp here, whatever drinks from the stream may come down, and if it's like a
Good, we can catch and cook it.
All right.
Was
Yeah,
the previous day?
Yeah, they look normal. What was that?
Was the previous day really hot?
Well, when you were down before you climbed, as you were climbing up from from the from the northern pass, you were in a desert. It was hot. um, this the pass you're in peaks at an elevation of 9,000 feet, um, and some of the mountain peaks in their surrounding area are 3,000 feet above that. So yeah, you can see snow. The air is kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if I've had a chance to get spells back since I had to, since last time I cast spells. Because I'm thinking I've got a resist cold or something spell that could protect a few of us overnight if we're not able to make a fire. I'd rather just make a fire.
all right, somebody's gonna have to scavenge for wood then if we're gonna make a fire. I can do that before the watch. I'll go around the area, see if I can rummage up branches, enough firewood.
Amazingly, this is one of the few characters I did not take the fire building NW.
I have some oil. Um, we can do it the easy way. Throw a lot of lighter fluid on it and toss a match in.
Hope there's enough wood laying around that we can actually get something going.
Yeah, I'll also look for wood.
Let me know if you need a roll for scavenging for wood, Mark.
He's talking about the bandits. You haven't come across anything from that you're aware of with the bandits? Yeah, you do manage to find some. Okay, the night passes um, uneventful. Though even with the fire, it is cold. Um, come mid third watch, you hear a clattering of stone coming down from the other side of the trail.
Who's got third watch? Could be me. I don't know.
That's the one that
I have
Ragnus
third.
normally takes.
I have third watch as well.
Okay, well, you two do see a heat source making its way down from the one side of the trail. Across from the other, coming from the other side of the pass.
Does it seem like it notices us?
Oh yeah, I mean it gets to the point where it can see the fire and it sort of just stops.
Humanoid shape, animal shape.
Animal, 4-footed.
I mean, I'm not gonna bother it if it ain't gonna bother us. But I do have crossbow ready.
And if it's a bear, don't startle it.
Yeah, that doesn't look to be bearish. It looks more like a giant, or I should say, a large goat.
Food.
Yeah, it looks like it was making its way towards the stream when it saw your fire.
What do you think, Jer? Fresh meat?
Sorry, what was the question?
What do you think? Fresh meat?
From what?
There's a large mountain goat
Dead
right about
already?
here. live. He was
Live.
coming down from the other side of the pass to get you would assume would get a drink at the stream.
Mm. Well, if there are any hunters, fresh meat would be nice, I'm sure. I'm not a fan of goat myself. I like a spot of
I'm not-
poultry here and there. Goat's a bit heavy for my taste.
I mean, I don't think my crossbow can take it down, and I really don't want to wake anybody else.
Oh, well, I've got the longbow of the party. But I'm not a proficient hunter, so whatever distance I am from it, that's where I stay unless there is a hunter who can show me the ropes, as it were. But I'll make it more difficult for them to hunt.
Well, then my vote would be to just let it be, because I'm not a hunter.
After a while, it scampers back up towards up the side of the pass.
Well, that's a shame. Opportunity missed for you meat eaters out there.
And it's you can see, look, judging from the sky, you can see that it is now coming on towards dawn. Being in the pass, it might be some while before sunlight actually crests the mountain. And you break camp and continue your way up the pass. As you approach this area, a circle of tethering posts stands near the side of the trail just below the summit of the pass. East of the trail and some 40 feet above in the face of the mountain can be seen an opening.
Ah,
It
here's where
seems
we
like the
could have.
cave entrance is so small that a man must bend low to enter.
Oh god, this is gonna sound so wrong. Any fresh poop laying?
No. There is a amount of dried dung though around the tethering post.
What does our fearless leader think? Investigate it or press on?
I vote for investigating it.
This is very true, and Tenebris isn't here, so we don't have to worry.
Let us investigate.
Okay, well, yeah, you managed to get up to the cliff face. Um, and as you notice, the tethering posts are are set at the trail level. Um, but the cave, now you take a look at it, seems to be about 60 feet higher. And yeah, it's pretty steep, but it's able to be made. Um, the inside the cave is just a hewn chamber out of rock face. Inside the cave is room for a sufficient size to hold a large party. The cave walls and floor show signs of frequent use, and a number of burnt out torch stubs are scattered about. Although cold, the cave offers refuge from the howling, bitter winds that sweep the pass. Also, in the back of the cave, there's a bunch of sacks, some of which are open, baskets of apparently, I guess this is probably where the bandits were using for hideout and overlook of the pass. And the sacks contain some coins, gems, um,
Nice.
ingots of metal.
Is there a fire pit of any sort in?
From what you can tell, yeah, because right in the center of the cave room there is a rough, um, I guess someone set a stone ring that they use for a fire. You see some dried coals and ash. Um,
Reaching a hand out towards it, getting close to it. Is it warm?
no, definitely deep, definitely out of bed.
Well, whoever uses this hasn't been here for a while.
Guess we get to help ourselves to their stuff then.
Man, I hope so.
I mean, I can't say I disagree. Do we want to take everything, or do we just want to try and get the most valuable and make it seem like nothing's?
Yeah, it's a deep cave. I mean, it can hold about maybe a dozen people, but it doesn't go too deep into the cave. Maybe about 100 feet.
So were
And
they the
again, like I said, the sacks are open. You can see that there's some coin, metal ingots of various types, um, baskets of food, um, fruits, dates. Um, that are seeming to go. They haven't quite gone bad yet.
I say eat the fruit and grab the stuff.
Is this the lair of the bandits maybe that we just killed?
Could be a likely possibility.
After fucking them up, they probably were like, yeah, fuck that shit, and just ran.
You know, I remember back in the caves that I lived in as a kid. This really important nursery rhyme that applies very well here. Finders keepers, losers weep.
Yeah, you figure,
Mine was finders, losers are losers.
you figure that you got about maybe another 500 feet of elevation before you reach the actual summit of the pass. So yeah, this could be a good overlook for wanting to waylay anything coming up from.
Well, if we're grabbing it, let's grab it and go before they come.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So yeah, you haul up the bags of stuff and arrange it on your caravan, on the camels and whatnot, and you make your way slowly up the 500 feet to the peak. And you can see basically everything south of you from this height. There's a flash coming off from the distance to the.
Did you say a flash?
Yeah, coming off from the south of like something's being reflected from your height. You can see quite a ways off into the south. Um,
Shit, guys, we got a sniper.
Sniper.
pop you guys in the overland map here. So yeah, you're up here in the northern pass. You're at the peak, and you can see everything south from your elevation.
Is a sniper.
Excuse me.
The reflection seems to be coming off of this way.
The sniper, guys. The sniper.
And you can just make out this ridge line of mountains on the horizon.
Would this be a good time to use my orienteering skill to determine how far away it might be? Or any other details? Or even what the flash might be if it's some sort of a beacon.
You can guess that's roughly about 16 miles south-southeast to the flash.
A sniper.
Get to the chopper.
I just want to try and
Get
make
down now.
roll just to see what it does.
Was it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, roughly whatever's causing that flash is pretty tall for me to see it from a distance of about 16 miles from elevation.
Okay.
I mean, you are practically almost 2 miles up in the air, up straight up.
So how long would it take us, given the terrain we're in, to travel that distance?
Could take a couple of days. But even if you do stick to the trail.
Just out of curiosity, taking hold of Seeker, thinking of each stone individually.
Still nothing.
And since we have such a wide open view, other than the reflection in the distance, is there anything closer at hand that looks threatening in the way of us traveling?
Considering that you're looking at open desert.
No, I'm meaning more the path down to the.
Not that you can tell.
Be Gucci, my dudes.
Let's do this till he says roll some dice.
Let's do it.
Okay. You may make your way back down out of the
I
and into
wanna
the desert.
take you to a place in a little town. The only way to get there is to go straight down. There's no bathroom and there is no sink. The water there is very hard to drink. It's very hard to drink.
Classic silver chair.
Yeah, so one gets way through the dunes is in a southerly direction is the clear track used by such caravans as there to cross these desolate lands. Though the prints are far from distinct, it's clear that men, horses, and camels have passed this way.
Ah.
Some of these traders seem that, as you, to be penetrating even deeper into the heart of the desert. Others have been heading toward the Hardinger Mountains that are behind you.
Oh, that's right. I am a proficient hunter and tracker. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I thought you were a hunter.
I suck at my job.
So are we going to traverse across this desert?
Kind of have to, don't we?
Well, we don't have to, but
Oh, shall we track them down? And see from whence they came? Or perhaps upon which they cometh.
I mean, you're the hunter slash tracker. That's up to you if you want to do that.
can you track these guys through the desert?
Hmm.
Wait, who exactly are we tracking again?
A horse with no name.
Uh,
Yeah, basically, once you got out of the mountain pass, into the desert proper, you notice that there's a trail, frequently used with tracks of men, camels, horses coming and going.
Oh.
So apparently, this is a frequently used caravan trail.
Hmm. Perhaps we should follow it. Or is that the salmon-colored line on the screen?
Yeah, that's that line on the screen.
Mm.
That's the trail.
Yes. It's not pink, it's salmon. Ah. Look, I've found a trail, guys.
Woohoo!
'Tis the salmon-colored trail on the screen.
Well done, Jer.
Um,
You found the trail.
perhaps we should follow it and see from whence it came, or perhaps upon which it comes.
Yep. Follow it, find some bad guys, defeat them.
There's sure to be more bandits.
Okay, a little ways from, about 2 miles from when you entered into the desert, atop a dune, where near where the track makes an unexpected turn, a thin, tall pole marks the way. A wisp of colored cloth is attached to its top as a banner, and silvery bangles hang just below, reflecting brilliantly in the light when stirred by the breeze.
Ah, gentlemen, look, a waypoint.
Yeah, plug it into GPS. Oh, wait, never mind.
Perhaps we should stand next to it and look for the next one.
Is there a sign on it that we can read? Or just a colored flag?
Mayhap this be the reflective thing we saw in the distance the other day?
No.
Drat. Foiled again.
Looking off in the distance, you see another pole silhouetted.
Ah, look. The silhouette of another pole. Yonder. Are you hearkening to me, gents?
I mean, if these are trail markers, it would make sense to follow 'em.
Obvious place to be ambushed on the trail, though.
Yeah. I'm sure there'll be bandits. Plenty on a caravan.
Mayhap we travel in 2 groups. One on the road and one off.
No, we stick together.
One main grab, one backdoor route.
I mean, is this like wide open desert or is this boulder strewn desert?
To the west, most of it looks like it's from where you're at right now. Everything to the west and south is sand desert. To the east, it's rocky and a mix of rocky and sand. Stretching to the limits of sight, the sand dunes of the desert roll off into the distance, baked into it by the blazing sun. Not a single stone shows through the glittering grains, nor does a single insect scurry across its surface. In every direction, the burning silence of the sand sea is oppressive and forbidding. The sun beats down like a golden hammer on this parched land. The crescent shapes of the dunes marching into infinity in all directions. Such landmarks as might be visible are hidden behind the shimmering desert air.
Oh. Did we get camels?
You got camels.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's all this area right here.
We have nothing but camels, right?
Um, Eric and Nigel have horses.
Oh,
Horses.
shit. Mm.
They need more water, right?
They're expendable.
This might be that
Don't
death
worry.
sentence. This might be that death sentence
not
if we
like-
take them.
It's not like I own a decanter of endless water. Right?
Oh yeah, that's true. You could shower the horses with water if you want.
Oh, shit.
Great. Good.
Yeah, if we can't see far enough, I've got that ring of flying. I can just fly up a little bit, see if I can get a little further view on things.
I too can also fly.
Yeah, cloak or something, right?
Yeah.
Well, shall we be off, gents?
We shall.
Onward.
All right. Are you guys going to fly?
I shall scout ahead 90 feet.
No, I'm not gonna waste it for right now. There's a time limit on it.
Are there any other elves in the group? I don't remember.
Nope.
Halflings?
I think you are the minority.
Any halflings?
No halflings.
Human here.
Fuck. Any,
It's mostly humans and then 2 dwarves. Right?
Shit. I'm the only stealthy person. Okay,
Well,
I'll...
you wouldn't have been if Tenebris was here, but he's not here, so.
Where is Tenebris sitting with
I don't know.
our only priest? Oh wait, Casimir's a priest too.
I was about to say, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Our only priest, Casimir, just his feelings must be hurt.
Wait, what?
I wasn't even listening.
Okay, so yeah, you hit this guy post.
I shall scout ahead 90 feet. That's only 18 squares. So you can reach me with a double move.
Or one with my wings.
Actually, on the overland up here. And this is a 1 mile per hack.
Flying does impose -2 to surprise on opponents, I think.
Only a -2?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's somebody flying from miles away. Especially if they're at like an altitude of like 100 feet.
I think it does. Let me check the,
I dive from the sun to my back.
Yeah. Thank you.
And of course you're flying with torch in hand. Like a beacon in the sky.
Combat modified.
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's a man with bat wings. What the fuck? Ha ha!
The first UFO sighting in all of Mystara.
It was Scenario.
Look out for flying dragons.
Look out for falling dragons. It's true.
Oh shit! I don't have that table on this Dungeon Master screen. The surprise modifiers.
Is flying even on that table? I don't remember if it's there.
I thought it was. I'll just look it up in the DMG. I can't remember what table it is, anyways. Let's see, Dungeon Master's Guide. Tables.
Table 57.
And flying is not on it, right?
No.
Surprise modifiers. Yeah.
Fleeing is.
Yeah, okay.
Close. Almost the right spelling.
Oh, there it is. Silenced. That's it. So, if you're using a magical item to fly, there are no wings to flap. You're just flying. So it's like
Yeah, that's
flight
if you're
spell.
using the ring.
Yeah.
But, it's got the cloak of the bat, so.
Oh, so Cinero couldn't come with us. Who's got the ring, though?
Casimir
I have a
has the-
ring.
So if Casimir scouts with me, we would impose a -2 to surprise enemies together. If I were alone, it would be -4, but I don't like being alone.
My flying is limited to like 2 hours a day.
Oh, that sucks.
It's a short flight.
Never mind.
Yeah, so that's total. I could just fly a little, come down, fly a little more later, but it has to add up to 2 hours or less.
Does it include an in-flight meal?
Sorry, no. Maybe if I get the magic upgraded or something. If I cast like a create food and drink while I'm flying, it'll probably just fall.
Correct you guys a little on the way. As you get to this point, rising out of the dunes, twin pillars of stone flank the obvious track of previous desert visitors. These ancient pillars stand at odd angles, their peaked tops resting against one another, as though for mutual support. The pillar surfaces are pockmarked, eroded by centuries of sandstorms. Nevertheless, on the side that of on each of the side on the side of each of you of those facing you, an inscription is faintly visible.
Ooh. Can we tell in what language it is written? I can read. Wait, I don't think I can read. Ah, hieroglyphics. Gotcha. I can't read anyways. I'm fairly certain.
No, I can't.
Does it have ancient languages or of Nithian, or even with the thieves read languages, you might have a chance.
Oh, I do have 0% in read languages, so I'm sure that won't work.
I think you always have 1% chance to succeed.
Nope. I have literally 0%.
Yeah, but I think you always succeed on it if you roll 100. Or whatever the opposite is.
That's
Zero
only
one.
if you have 1% or more in the
Yeah.
skill.
Really?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. It's a man giving orders to Crow. Someone put a flag next to a wheel. It looks like a pond, and the crow likes drinking out of the pond. He took a shit, so there's a little ball there for that. And then there's some grass and a feather. It's probably someone wrote down something at one point. A guy that's about to get bum-fucked by a horse. He had left his shield in the ground, and the crow's just staring at it. There's an onk, and the horse is looking at it like,
Isis.
"Oh Jesus!"
Yeah, the horse found Isis. His personal savior, Isis.
And there's 3 halflings stacked on top of each other,
Or goblins.
next to a ball. The
A
crow's looking at
It's a basketball. Remember that.
the basketball. That's how they do it in the big leagues.
Yeah.
There's a toothbrush, clearly, with some grass next to it, and 2 crows are just trying to figure out what the fuck that is. There's a crack in the ground. There's some like drought going on.
A broken
And there's a
skateboard.
crow. There's a crow, and then there's an owl, and there's a dead guy, and then there's another crow, and 3 more goblins stacked on top of each other.
A broken skateboard for sure.
There's a horse and an owl, then a goblin man.
That's a gray alien.
That's a great alien, right?
And then a far off
winking.
city, right? Far off
Yeah,
city.
there's a city, and then
2
another
mountains.
crow, another owl.
But the 2 mountains. Oh, pyramids. Oh, nothing.
It's the lower half of people, just the legs.
That was
You're a thief, right?
yeah, that was a Hobbit quote right there. 2 mountains, or 2 pyramids, or nothing.
I thought thieves had like a base chance of read languages of like 20%.
It's actually 0% base, and then you
Yeah.
increase it by level.
It's the one that starts at 0.
What level are you for a thief?
I have literally spent 0 skill points on read languages.
He's had hundreds to spend and used 0.
I'm all stealth, baby. I'm all that damage.
Okay.
Well, I've heard some people like me could read stuff like this if they studied a bit, but school is cancer. So
It's awesome. Could Snare like roll a luck roll to see if he understands it?
so
He's
yeah.
just like, oh yeah, it means this, yeah. And the answer is square, circled true.
So no one's got ancient languages or anything like that?
Let me see.
No, nearsighted.
I have.
I can read and write Thyacian and Traladaran.
I could try to appraise how much it's worth.
You've got dwarf local history. So we're
Let me
all
check
at the Twin
the area.
Pillars.
I could try to jump from pillar to pillar. Hey. Ooh, ancient military history. Ooh.
Ariel goes over, studies the obelisks or the pillars for a bit. And says these are a warning. They state that the gates of Seoul curse thee who enter unbidden.
let's turn around. That warning. Gates-
Oh, right. The gates of Sul, because we're about to enter Suloese territory. Right. Okay.
What is Suli's territory?
Like this desert where we're like walking in.
She says that it's written in ancient Nithian, a culture that's long disappeared.
So it was an old warning.
Yep.
Oh man, too bad Tenebris isn't here. He could probably read that.
Suniro
Ariel
shall
was-
provide.
Ariel was able to decipher.
Suniro shall provide his own inscription.
Hmm.
And it's gonna be a crow.
With a giant cock.
No, it's gonna be a crow. I'm gonna use these same things. A crow. There's gonna be
Yeah,
the
but-
goblin head, and then there's gonna be the three goblins that sit on top of each other. There's gonna be an unk and a wheel.
Represents the wench kicker maybe a little bit.
Hehehehe.
Hmm. Oh, Suniro misses his winch kicker.
And then he just draws the biggest, like, veiniest dick that he can.
Here's a hammer and a chisel. Make it more permanent.
And it seems that the caravan trail just goes right past these fallen pillars. It continues deeper into the desert.
Hell yeah. Well, as long as we're on the trail, and we've got that decanter of endless water, you know, we can't go wrong. Baby, yeah. Whoops.
Trail goes here and turns abruptly south.
The only way to get there is to go straight down.
Let's do it.
There is no bathroom, and there is no
At
sink.
this point, and the trail seems to continue south, but also branches off to the southwest and the southeast. Lying here in the sands, half buried, is a bone obelisk. Its top pointed towards the southeast.
Oh.
Carved runes are visible on its surface. The path taken by caravans and others is easily to spot. It veers neither left nor right, but appears to ignore the signpost completely.
Oh, so the caravan heads straight south, and the obelisk points southeast.
Southeast, yep.
Okay. And the obelisk is leaning, correct?
It's leaning.
Okay.
It's pointing in that direction and leaning, yes.
Okay. And then, are the glyphs different than the last glyphs we saw?
From what you can tell,
Ooh.
Look the same.
Same kind of stuff, but it's laid out differently and there's more of it.
There's more gray aliens and broken skateboards.
Yeah. I would say that's the same.
So, Featherbird, 3 goblins, block, far out city, bird, basketball, spoon,
CD-ROM.
grass. CD-ROM. Grass, bird, 3 goblins.
But I think I understand it. It says the one who smelt it dealt it. Yeah, I'm positive that's what it says.
Okay, that's the first line. Now what do you got?
3 goblins, caltrops, nipple, of course, pyramid, caltrops, butcher knife, spoon, grass, bird.
I think if you take out the pyramid and decide those things are pants, it makes more sense. So it's like goblins, caltrops, nipple, pants, caltrop, feather. I don't know. Still thinking.
Bottom half of a stick man.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Pants or maybe legs.
Or stick woman because there's no third leg.
Oh ho ho!
I mean, this is ancient, ancient times. Like everything was smaller back.
You know, when you go down to like the middle line, there's a guy with a sword, and then there's like the nipple thing, which might be a shield. Then there's a scorpion tail and another shield.
Oh shit.
I don't know.
Then there's a hobbit hole.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's what that is.
Mr.
Yeah,
Underhill.
yeah.
Underhill. And then another broken skateboard somehow.
Well, those hobbits knew how to fucking party.
And then a single scarab near the
Yeah. I could totally understand how this evolved into snakes and dots.
And looking at just on below the script, you see 2 arrows pointing in opposite directions. They're very faint because of the scouring of time. It looks like if the obelisk was standing upright, one arrow would be pointing towards the southwest, the other would be pointing towards the southeast. And again, Ariel says she can probably, if she takes a look at it, she can probably take a look at that and find out what it says. And it looks like she says that this could be a waypoint or a direction marker, where it says, "Here lies the road of the kings to the garden city of Pizarre." And just below that, pointing off to the southwest, is an arrow, very faintly arrow shown. Whilst there lies the road to Tribacar, keeper of the pyramid, and that's pointing off to the southeast. So if the obelisk was to be stood upright, the arrows would point. One would be pointing down this path. The other would be pointing. Meanwhile, the main caravan continues south.
What do you guys think? Follow one of the arrows? Or go straight?
They probably lead to what was once civilizations. Or still are.
I think we should follow like the living people, perhaps.
Probably. We can go back and explore the places afterwards. I mean,
Yeah, like
we kind of need a base of operations where we start doing shit.
after we rape and pillage and everything.
Hey.
Oh yeah, no raping and pillaging.
I had to clear my name of that fucking shit already. We're not doing. I have standards.
South it is. Straight down.
Okay, the sun's starting to set, and again, off to the southeast, there's a flash. Or,
So we're not going to investigate the flash.
Hopefully the Flash will be there again in the future.
So as far as terrain goes, we're in open desert.
yep. And again, you can just see a line of mountains just off to the south.
Yeah, the problem. Yeah, not Red Robin. Definitely not.
On the map, it says the Hinjas. I guess that's referring to the mountains.
Red Robin also
Yep.
has a really bar. I'm not gonna go hang out at a restaurant.
Okay.
Most likely by myself. Too. Seriously.
So which way are we going, guys?
Straight south, I think.
Straight. Just like my preference.
Okay.
You get about there before you decide to make camp.
Yeah, my next project is basically I got the potato.
Are we down in a hot desert or up on a plateau that's cooler?
Got
Desert.
crochet with pictures for every single move
Okay.
I can pick.
So for the during the day, for the folks who have armor, I've been casting an endure heat spell on y'all, so we can all keep our armor on.
But I don't know what to do. So
Thank you.
Does my armor already help me against that?
yeah, okay. I thought it did. Yeah, and
You mean
The
like
Red Dragon
built-in
armor? No.
Yeah.
air conditioning?
I just keep wearing water on myself anyway.
You've got the red dragon armor?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got himself a set of Red Dragon scale.
Yeah, I imagine that probably would give you some sort of heat protection.
It's also, enchanted with fire protection. And I am wearing a ring of fire resistance.
My god, you guys are laden with magic.
No, we're just very protected versus a fucking dragon.
Magical items were on sale there for a while, but
There's a particular red dragon that fucking hates me. So when I, beat in a duel.
Your skin blistered all day until the hot desert sun sank below the horizon. Now the deep blue mists of night swirl over the Sans Vilarum, the incomparable desert of dust.
mm,
As the cool night air drains the heat from the sand, you and your friends huddle around your campfire, glancing nervously about. An aura of eerie menace surrounds the place.
Perhaps we should.
Gradually,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
gradually the winds change direction, bearing a thin streak of white mist toward you from the west. It swirls and disappears behind a dune 100 yards away. Moments later, a solitary figure appears from behind that same dune, plodding through the cooling desert sand. He appears to be dressed in a leopard skin robe and an ornate headpiece. He does not seem to be aware of your presence, yet he is heading directly towards you.
Perhaps we should travel at night from now on.
Do we want to call out to this solitary figure?
Good eve, good sir.
Welcome to the desert oasis.
Welcome to the Sahara Desert.
Fancy a spot of tea?
Fancy some wine?
He says nothing until he gets about maybe 15 yards away. From that vantage point, he seems to be insubstantial, but it could be a trick of the moonlight. But there seems to be a hollowness to the voice. I am Amun-Ra, son of Takosh Re of the house Mo Pelar. That which you see is but my shadow, which has walked these lands from time uncounted, in search of mighty men of valor to plead their aid. In my time, I was pharaoh of this land, now before you. Then Bakar was a green, beautiful land, blessed by the immortals of heaven westward, with the wondrous spring of Athos, which gave life to our land and nurtured our crops. Yet did robbers raid the tombs of my forefathers and take from them tokens of their passage into the lands of the dead, thus keeping them from their rewarded afterlife. I swore that at all costs I would not fall prey to those evil deeds. So it was that I made mighty and terrible war upon my neighbors, plundering their lands of wealth for my own passage. I did enter a contract with the great mage to work a mighty wonder, and upon the sweat and blood of my people I did build the theft-proof tomb. My people turned against me with bitter hatred. I not only robbed our borderlands, but taxed grievously my own people, and so took from them their wealth. They rose up in anger, demanding their gold and precious gems, their lives and freedom. I cursed them, saying, by the ruling staff and by the star gem of Mopilar, I curse you. Threaten not my life, or by them and by the holy name of Osiris will the stopping of my heart also stop the spring of Athos from her life-giving flow. As the river slows and dies, so shall your land wither into the wilderness. This do I swear by Osiris' name, and these implements of my power.
Run.
Okay, gotcha. For a second, I thought we were on Doc Sun.
From a sea of upraised fist before me rose one with a spear. The shaft sped from the darkness, and so, too, that night did the spring of Athos stop its flow. In death, my spirit gleefully approached my pyramid, but Osiris stopped my spirit from entering that tomb, for said he, your monument to life was to be the benefit you brought to the people under your stewardship, not this edifice of stone. As you looked only to your death in life, so shall you look only to your life and death. I am bound to fulfill your curse, for you have called it down with power in my name.
Hmm.
But I do curse you as well, Amun Ra. You shall not enter this tomb where the implements are of your voyage to heaven until some mortal soul does deposit the spoil of this place, taking your staff of ruling and the star gem of Mopalar from your death-proof tomb. Even as I talked with the wind in hope of help, uncounted seasons have passed, and my kingdom is not now to be seen in these lands. Of it nothing remains save for my tomb, which stands now as then, untouched by time, sands, wind, or men.
Hmm.
Though many have tried to plunder my wealth, none have succeeded, and I am forbidden passage to heaven until one succeeds.
Oh.
My wealth is thine if you can but best that which I have built. Remove both my staff of ruling and the star gem from my tomb. So then will you gain great wealth, and so then will you release me. Follow my path to wealth or woe, to thy destiny or thy doom.
Yeah, Jason. He literally wants us to sack his grave. Um, because he's been cursed by Osiris.
A staff and a star.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get them both.
I call the star.
Is it a throwing star? I hope so.
No, it basically the star gem is one of 5 that are needed from the prophecy. I should reference that. But you guys were actually sent here to help with fulfill a prophecy. Um, there were 5 star gems needed um, to help search for a sphere of power.
Mm.
Um, one of these star gems is the star gem of Mopalar.
Is this prophecy on a handout or something?
No, I did not do a handout for it.
Oh.
But there he gave 5. But the person who came up, who first dealt with the prophecy, Martek, gave 5 star gems to the rulers of the land crossed by the river Athos, one to each. The star of Mopalar is a fist-sized opal. He gave to the pharaoh Amun-Re, who locked it in his theft-proof tomb. The star of Aga Pilar was a huge star sapphire of midnight black with a star of purest white. He gave to the lord of Pizar in return for keeping the Efreet noble uh, Calitharius prisoner.
Oh, shit.
The star of Shah Pilar was a very large faceted ruby. He gave to a pharaoh whose name was lost in antiquity. The gem was stolen by the evil Badar al-Masak and is said to be buried with him. The star of Khan Pilar was an enormous clear crystal and is thought to be buried near the White Palm Oasis. The star of Melis Pilar is a faceted amethyst ball, was taken into the cursed city of stone, never to be seen again. Stated that all, and it's said in the legend that all 5 of those are necessary to find Martek's tomb.
Hmm.
So he's basically Martek, who imprisoned the Ifrit, realized that it was only going to be temporary, and set in motion events that would, over the course of over a millennia later, would cause the Ifrit to be banished forever from the Prime Plane. In the prophecy, he inscribed that the Ifrit would be freed and take his vengeance upon the land. He also prophesied that a group of heroes would collect all 5 of his star gems, locate his tomb, and use his sphere of power to banish the Ifrit forever.
Hmm. And there were 5 of these settlements.
Large, yeah, 5 star gems, yes.
Yep. So we've got 5 dungeons, guys, to get the stars and locate the 6th
Sure, there wouldn't be
dungeon.
4 dungeons in one cavern.
Looks like 5. But unfortunately, no settlements that I can see, unless these oases are the settlements, which would kind of make sense.
Those are the oases marked on the map.
The green
Yeah,
green things
the
with the
green,
palm
the green
trees.
hexes are the oases. This is the desert of White Palm, the oasis of the White Palm.
So we've got a little ways to go before we get to the first oasis. And then we could turn around and sack this Amun Ra asshole's shit.
Or we could just go straight to one of those guys, whatever you think.
Yeah, we haven't really established a base camp yet. So, I don't know if you like to do that, but I prefer, a place to resupply if we need to. Like, if we all get fucking killed and there's one guy left to drag the bodies out, it's nice to know where to go.
I do like that train of thought. I think we should go do that. Go find an oasis and set up there, and then come double back and hit one of these places.
Are we in possession of the map that we're looking at? Or is it just an indicator of where we are?
You do have possession of the map. You actually have possession of 2 maps that are basically hand drawn of the locations. This is everything north of the Hinjaz. And it shows the location of the White Palm Oasis to the south of them before it's torn off. The other oasis and 2 of the ruins. 3 of the ruins.
Oh, okay.
And the second one is everything is south of it. Which I didn't invert, I don't think. No, I not.
Okay, cover your ears. I'm about to open a beer.
So yeah, I did not invert this map, so
Ah, my ears.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. It wasn't even that loud.
Okay,
So I
well, I
take it.
guess if we've got a
I,
map.
yeah, I take it where the The PNC towers are is where we need to go. Agrabah.
So this first oasis below us, along the Salmon Trail, is that where we're going to want to head to? Because us dwarves hate walking through the desert for miles and miles. Unless maybe Ragmus likes it. Oh, where is Ragmus? He's gone. We lost one of the dwarves.
Yes, we did. I see that.
Maybe he got swallowed up in the desert. I don't know. I wasn't watching him.
So which is the city we have to go to, or the tomb we have to go?
You basically have to hit all five. You have to go find all five.
We got to visit them all anyway. We're going to find all five of these star gems. They must be glorious gems. Is this figure still standing in the sand before us, or did he disappear?
He's still there.
Does anyone have any question? Can we ask him a question, or is he more of an ethereal?
I'm back.
He's basically ethereal.
Can you tell us of the creatures that reside within these places?
No, he cannot. He does not know.
Or the secret to opening the unopenable tomb? Your unopenable tomb.
Dance battle.
His tomb, he says, is open, but it's theft proof.
It's a dance battle with Osiris himself.
So off to the Oasis.
Hopefully.
I just need to soak in the oasis for a while, take a bath.
Oh,
This desert
yeah.
travel is really...
The Oasis is not a dungeon, of course. There are 5 dungeons on the board. And they all look the same. It's like that black castle thing with the purple outline.
They're
1, 2,
ruined.
3, 4, 5. And then 2 oases. 3 oases, yeah. One of which is surrounded by some sort of silver clouds or something.
All right.
So, onward to the Oasis!
So obviously this guy gets triggered when people walk past this certain point. He fires up and does his spiel about trying to enlist people to find the 5 stars.
Again?
Sort of this figure that we're talking to.
Oh, you're asking Mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, yeah, you're basically in the land that he once ruled. No.
So anyone who passes through here is gonna get this message.
Yeah.
Yes.
From,
He's
it's
he's
kinda
Amun
like
Ra.
the- It's
Amun
kind of like
Ra.
the message from Princess Leia stuck in R2D2's memory bank that he just plays back to certain people.
So, Amun Ra, once you get to be, a proxy of Osiris, would you care to come back and help us in celestial form, please? Once you're an Asamon, or whatever.
Like, is he a thinking being or is he just a message? Just like a stuck record that plays.
Phantom. That would be a phantom.
Basically, that's his message. But for each night you're in the area, he will appear to you and point towards his temple.
Mm.
Wow, that's handy. We'll never get lost. We'll know which direction to go.
Did he answer your questions? Like, did you guys ask him questions?
A couple.
Nice. And did he answer?
He did, yeah.
Okay, then there's intelligence behind him.
He's like a Jedi holocron.
Yeah.
You get to this point, you see that there's a trail that leads off to the north.
Yeah. And what's the peach-colored line? I noticed
That's
it's...
the trail.
That's the what trail?
You mean the salmon-colored line?
No, there's an oranger color. That's more of that is the main caravan trail that you've been following. There's actually several trails through here.
So it's not exactly following the salmon trail.
Yeah, every so often you'll see glimpses of aged, packed earth underneath the sand when the sand blows just right. Like an ancient road. The main caravan trail did at one point follow that to a point right here, and then starts to parallel an ancient road.
Ah. Well, at any rate, it seems to go to the oasis, so that would be a good place to.
So this oasis is about 400 yards across, with date palms surrounding the water.
Is there anybody there? Do we have
No.
company to share the oasis with? No? Okay.
Yeah.
Then it's time to do a cannonball.
Yep.
Right into the middle of the oasis. Once
Yeah.
I take my armor off.
Belly flop. Like the fat kid from Sandlot.
I grab hold of the cantrip in this water. I make shoot a geyser as I sit on it and fling myself into the water. Spoosh.
Is the oasis obviously has a few trees around it and a small body of
Yeah.
water, or
Yeah.
and it's sunken below the sand, lower than the rest of the desert, or about the same height?
Hello.
Well, I think we can probably expect to get visitors, because that's what happens at oases in the desert.
Well, hopefully.
So this isn't exactly the base of operations we were hoping for, though.
No. Oh well.
What are the requirements of our base of operations? Do we need somewhere to, like, an enclosure, a building?
NPCs that can sell stuff and NPCs that can heal you. But, you know, the Lost Town is good enough, and it's not too far.
We've got heal spells, right, Casimir?
Lots and lots of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nearest town being on the other side of the path.
Yeah, it might be too far away to have a base of operations, though. Over
Yeah.
there.
Well, being at Oasis, we're bound to get you know, traveling caravans that will sell us stuff and buy stuff from us and all of that every
Yeah.
once in a while. So you know, if a lot of
Maybe
us,
that's easier too.
if we have a catastrophic loss of life, perhaps the survivors should drag the bodies here and wait for help. If you know, if they can't help themselves, you know, like if Casimir was the sole survivor, he could just, you know, bring us all back to life or whatever. But except for me, but you know, perhaps this would be a good place to go and wait for NPC help. Perhaps trade caravans or whatever the case may be. Because it's a desert, you know. It's probably
Yeah.
got, like, you know, nomads or something.
But if we had dead that we needed healed within a matter of days, we probably couldn't chance
Oh, yeah.
chance
Yeah.
it.
But I think we're all rich enough for, like, you know, the resurrection spell or something. I might be able to afford a resurrection spell on Casimir. I think
Yeah,
it's
we just
what?
need somebody to cast it.
Yeah. I think it's what, like 20,000 gold or something? 25,000? I don't know.
Okay, so you're at the oasis here.
Well, shall we go rape Amun Ra's unrapeable temple? Or grave, or whatever he called it?
Yeah. Do we know which one of these 5 ruins it is, or do we
Yeah.
just go to one
Yeah,
of the
he's
ruins?
pointing.
Yeah, it's the one straight north. Yeah.
Off in this direction.
Let's do it.
Yeah. It's like almost exactly straight north of where we're at. But of course, if we don't follow the road, then there's a higher chance of us getting lost. So perhaps we should stick to the roads?
Yep, road's fine.
And if I were a smart DM like Mark, I'd try to lure us off the roads as often as possible. Excuse me. Ugh.
No, there's plenty of things I can do.
Damn, Ryan already left.
Yeah, he's got his kids tomorrow, so
Yeah. Thank you. So how many days does it take us to get there?
let's see. Which one?
The Amun Ra one. This one here. Straight north. Except we're sticking to the roads. So we'll probably go, like this. Like that.
10 miles over the desert on the road. Say it'd take you about half a day.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, because each of these sections are about a mile.
Gotcha. Half a day. Any encounters on the way there?
That's what I'm about to find out.
Ah. You're traveling along the road, and off to the right, you see 5 naked women walking away from you into the desert.
Hey, baby, can I interest you in learning about the glory of Halav?
Have you made Halav your personal savior?
Okay, just as you're about to get to here. Just as you're about a mile out from the road.
Do you accept Halav as your personal savior? Oh, it's a 2 to 18 encounter table. Interesting.
Three riders gallop on their fine gray steeds. They've been traveling north in the desert and saw you at a distance. And now seeing that you are indeed real, they tend to ride back the way they.
Oh, they were riding towards
Towards you.
Oh, okay.
Again, in the desert, they may have mistaken you for a mirage.
Mm-hmm.
When they got within distance to see that you are indeed real,
Gray steeds.
gray steeds. Yep.
Well, who wants to hail them? Anyone? Crickets. Who's got the charisma? Who's the face?
I don't.
Ha
So somebody
ha!
else should.
I don't think I'm the face either. Let's see.
Aha! I have charisma.
Okay. I'm not the face.
What we got?
I'm barely cool enough to be an elf, actually. I think.
Be rolling something?
No, basically, just as you're about to explore the ruins north of you, three horsemen on matching gray horses rode up, uh, faces veiled. Um, the, the typical desert rider. Okay, so the covered hand and foot, covered head, protected head and foot, protected from the sun. Scimitars um, hanging from the saddles. Um, they approach you, and then seeing that you are indeed what you are, they go to right away.
Hmm. No sham shears, huh? Or what are they called?
And they're stopping to speak with us.
No, they didn't stop to speak. They just rode up, saw that you're real, and were about to ride away.
Let them right away.
They're about to ride away.
Tell what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just let them right away.
AKA the
Well,
sham
Yeah.
shears.
we can
Wave as
hail
they
them.
go by. Have a nice day.
Meanwhile, off to the north, about waist deep in the desert stands, a stone giant stands guard over some aged ruins. Featureless from this distance, the statue appears to be clasping a tablet.
A statue, and how tall is it?
Well, you can see it from about a mile away, and it looks like it's holding a tablet, but everything else is undiscernible.
Let's check it out.
It looks like it could be like a colossus.
Does everyone agree that we should ride towards this monstrous statue?
It's from one of the ruins, so
Wait a minute. What about the riders?
We're letting them ride away.
Oh, they turned around and went the other way?
Yeah, they rode up to you, seeing that you were indeed real and not a mirage,
Ah.
were riding away.
Hmm.
They're preparing a welcoming party for us.
They're probably going to enter the unfuckable tomb after we do. And then we'll have to fight our way out. That'd be great. That would be so cool. Alright. Off to the unfuckable tomb. With the statues.
Well, we're headed towards the statue now, right? Is it in a different direction than the riders?
No. Oh,
Let's
yeah,
see
it
if-
is.
Yeah, it's in front of one of the ruins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the upper half of the statue thrusts from the desert dunes. The noble face is pockmarked and scarred by the ravages of time and sand. The statue holds a tablet against its chest, half buried in the sand.
Ah. Um, are we able to see, like, any writing on the tablet that it's holding?
It's covered with sand.
I shall excavate.
Okay. In about half hour or so, you manage to clear it all.
Jason P, do you read this? It's all Sanskrit to me.
Many years ago, there was an owl that had a CD-ROM. He handed it to his friend Crow, who then...
Yeah, that's not gonna help. So
Had
much.
dinner with it. They took that CD-ROM to with an axe, see if they could break it open with the horse. But the horse had horns. It was actually a bull that was eating in the pasture. So they rode the horse across the pasture to find the other owl, and the crow took a shit on the floor.
Seems like Ariel seems to be quite knowledgeable about this.
Yeah, let's have Ariel instead of coming up with their own canon for what they say.
Basically, the tablet says, "My name is Manos." Yeah, I can't pronounce his name. Meniozemus. Look upon the ruins of the great city that surround you in despair. Here, great magic once was. Now, you see only the mighty ruin of men's work. As you're scrambling up to do this, some of you start to feel the sand start to.
Uh-oh.
And you managed to get out of the way far enough to see that a sinkhole has opened up in front of the statue, sand pouring down into a sloping passage under the desert.
Ah. Guys, I think our weight has pushed in the door.
I'm not that heavy.
Yes, but us collectively, obviously. Dreamweaver.
My God, it's an opening into hell.
The lights are flickering.
It's hailing outside, everybody.
Oh, it's hail. Okay.
Or at least it was 10 minutes ago, but it's pouring down from rain.
Oh.
It was right when I walked in the door.
It's hailing in your real life,
Yeah.
which is causing your lights in your house to flicker?
Yeah, because it's hitting the power lights or the power lines and transformers and whatnot on the power poles.
Huh.
Nice. Very nice map, Mark. Outstanding.
In the faint natural light, you see a 100-foot tall dome of fitted stone above a broken flagstone floor. The entire dome slants towards the southeast. Sifted dust and sand have spilled into the vast chamber where the dome has crumbled on the southeast side. On the west, a darkly stained dome leads on the top of a building that rises up majestically from the sand. Partially broken stairs lead up to its rubble-strewn front platform.
Well, I guess I'll take point, gents. And I'm going to start using my Cloak of Elvenkind and Boots of Elvenkind.
You've got the matching boots?
Yep.
Yeah,
What
one of
do
the
you
first
match
adventures
it?
had a.
Although, as I cross this circle here, I'm going to search for traps.
Yeah.
I'm still seeing a black block for the map. Maybe it's just my browser. No, I'm seeing.
Shit.
When you indicated with your pointer, I saw that.
Let me see if I grab Dargar.
Oh, I didn't do my level 7 skill point allotment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay.
There we go. I got it now. Now I can see. I can see!
Okay.
Okay. You don't find any traps, Jer. But to the west, the base of the sand pile laps against three semicircular stairs, leading to an entry porch of a once magnificent temple. Now, however, the platform is rubble-strewn, its leaning marble pillars supporting the domed roof. Centered in the porch's rear wall are two huge doors of stained bronze, partially opened.
Hmm. How large is the opening between them, or betwixt them?
Um, Open enough to let something small through, but you could be able to open them up further.
Guys, perhaps someone should open these doors. I know you can't see me, but I'm here by the doors. They look heavy. I'm not really that strong. So,
Jer, I see that you are not at full hit points right now. You want some healing?
Yeah, he only gave him that one from the six that he.
Yeah, if I knew you were down that far, I would have given you, I don't know, healed you more yesterday. Or take a spell, just a minute.
Well, you must have healed a little bit on the way here, probably.
Oh yeah, because it's been what, 2 or 3 days?
Yeah.
Yeah, by now you should be. I mean, I could easily have healed you up yesterday or the day before.
Your call, Mark.
Yep. Full healed.
Okay.
Ragmus, you're a little bit low as well.
Yeah, so Ragmus is. Oh, he's not here.
Well, never mind then.
He may have lost power again down in Jamestown, where I'm at. He did earlier.
Ah,
So,
spiders.
yeah, Jer, so as you approach the door, this large tarantula scurries out the door, followed by 4 others.
Spiders from Mars.
Do they come towards me?
One comes towards you,
Yeah.
one comes towards Theseus, one comes towards Casimir, one comes towards Sonaro. And one goes scurrying up towards the right move then.
Dargar will scream, "Spiders!" and ready his battle axe, if you can see them.
Okay, I'm rolling for initiative to withdraw. For some reason, they have found me somehow.
Probably smell you. Spiders got that sense.
Some weird spider sense got the better of
Probably
my
smell.
super high percentages magical items.
Your perspiration through walking through the desert has probably made you quite
Yes.
weak by now.
I accidentally pissed on the front of my boots. And they can smell it. Smells of garlic, and they don't like that.
Garlic.
That.
Yeah, so the 5 of you that are on this porch, you're all going to get attacked by a tarantula each. And these are the huge tarantulas. They're about 6 feet in diameter.
Whoa, that's a big one.
That's what she said.
If only. She should at least say it more often.
So we start off with Sonaro.
Ha ha!
And he's next.
Yeah, I could get used to this map. This is...
That's the wrong spider, Mark.
Whoops.
Sorry.
Whoopsie.
There's real critical hit and minimum damage.
Yeah, huge spiders are pussies.
You hit minus 16.
It's giant spiders you've got to look out for.
Are they large or medium?
They are considered medium.
Doesn't matter. I still dealt 16 damage.
Critical shit. Wait, wouldn't that be...
That one was next up. So, Jerry, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to safely withdraw behind this. Let's see. Yeah, this pillar. Hopefully I don't have line of sight with anyone anymore. And I'm going to, not rely so much on my magical items this time. And I'm going to hide in shadows like a real man.
Okay.
Boom.
Shadow and flame.
Theseus, you're up. Actually, he's taking his, putting his to bed.
Okay, sorry, I just got my initiative in.
Okay, we'll have him hold his action.
Man, before they changed the jukebox, I had such a great track for arachnids, or an arrangement of tracks for arachnids. That's right, I made a soundtrack for each monster type. Yeah.
Sweet. So did you play David Bowie and the Spiders from Mars as your soundtrack for Spiders?
No, I didn't do anything that was copyrighted, but
You could have done the MIDI version.
the spiders, you could hear their little legs hitting the ground. It was really creepy.
Boris the spider.
Yeah, you see that spider hit Theseus, and he hits him hard. Fangs stick into him. He starts to convulse really badly.
Oh,
Shit. Poison.
I believe that hits starter.
No. Yeah, it probably will. AC 4.
Take 3 points of damage. You make the saving throw with a +1 bonus.
Saving throw versus poison.
Yep, with a +1 bonus.
that 15 points of damage is actually a poison type in the DMG. I just don't remember what poison type. It's like E or something. What was that?
So yeah, you take an additional 15 points of damage as your body starts to convulse from the back.
Oh, didn't
These guys are all missing their saves.
Yeah.
Okay, if I do a neutralize poison after the fact, will they get the 15 points back?
Unfortunately, no.
Well, screw that. I'm going to save my spells for other stuff.
That one just scurries off. Casimir, the spider on you.
Do your worst.
That's 15. Whoa, that's 18.
They'll miss you. And you're up.
Let's see if I can do better. I'll hit him with my chopesh.
A native blade for sure.
Yes, 10 damage.
You heard it.
Show you to try to bite me, bitch.
Dagger.
Alright, attacking with my battle axe against said evil spider.
That will miss. Yeah, since he hasn't joined it. That will hit.
Yeah, this is getting better.
I'm changing action.
Okay. Make that initiative roll again.
Squish.
Definitely squish.
I'll move up this one, that'll be it.
Okay.
Because the whole not attacking thing is bullshit.
I hurt mine pretty bad. You might be able to finish it. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to move silently in order to get into position. Do you allow backstabs against spiders?
Against insects? Yeah. I mean, you're coming down on top of them.
1,
Well, in this case, it's a 6-foot diameter spider, so.
2, 3, 4. I'm actually unable to reach while moving silently. So,
Even with boots of
next
velvet
guy.
kind giving you bonus here?
No, I am actually using my ability to, my skill.
Yeah, thieves get 200 XP per successful use of their abilities.
And the boots of Elvenkind and stuff didn't seem to work when I was approaching the temple. So I think for the rest of the time while we're here, I'm going to use my skill. Because I'm really fucking good at it.
Well, since this spider got a taste of dwarf blood, it's going to attack Dargar.
He loves him some dwarf.
And that will just miss. So we're up to Casimir.
And I'm going to run up to the remaining spider.
Form a circle around this spider and squish it.
Hey.
Squish. No, not quite squished, but it hurt.
I'm gonna swing my battle axe again, this time maybe connecting with dastardly spider. My bicep is probably as big as Conan's right now. I take it I can swing my axe all right, even though I've got a... Yeah, okay. Oh, the attack macro is not opening for me.
It's open.
Yeah, when I click it, I don't get a window. I'm gonna have to try it from my character sheet here. There we go.
Could be a tumor.
That was the initiative, anyways.
It's not a tumor.
Oh, is that initiative?
Yeah, that was initiative. That's okay. I managed to activate it for you.
Okay, you want me to still click it? It's coming up now.
Go ahead. No, I did it for you before you rolled the initiative. So yeah, you're able to get it.
Nice. Dorgar manages to cleave at least one spider despite getting poisoned.
And these doors are open. Just enough, but you can probably pry them open. They're enough to let a 6 foot diameter spider.
There certainly are openings.
The tilted floor of this dark 20-foot square entry chamber opens through the archways to the right and left onto a narrow, unlit passageways. Directly ahead, two golden doors, bright and shining, stand closed. Though the doors have neither handles nor fixtures, they are carved with strange writings. Dust covers the floor, and its smooth surface appears to have been untracked for countless of years. Scratch that. You do see a series of tracks because of this is where the spiders came from.
I pay particular attention to the construction of the doors. Are they actually gold?
They appear to be so.
Okay. May I praise them?
Go ahead.
Ah, shit.
They're expensive looking. Those be some very expensive doors.
So we've got. It looks like there are little side chambers in this room. Can we walk in there next?
Looks like we can.
They're wide enough where you can get through.
There are openings here on either side.
I think Theseus needs a little healing, though.
Yeah.
These and Dagger both got hit.
Oh, is that Jason P?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is Jason Peak.
Oh, okay.
Theseus take 5 for now. Let me know how well you're doing that.
You hit them once each with a staff, too.
Well,
Yeah, staff's like free healing.
one person per day. One person. Once per person per day.
Hey,
Nice.
7 from the staff. Nice. Just remember, at the end of the day, I can't hit you with the staff again.
And Dargar needs it, I believe. His health bar isn't shown to us.
7 for Dargar. Dargar, do you need any more healing? I got Cure Light Wounds if you want it.
Those spiders packed a wallop.
You're not kidding.
So north or south? I guess you're just trying to.
Would any of the priests like to lay a heal on me?
That's what Casimir was asking.
Oh.
Yeah, I used the staff of staff of healing. You got 7 points from that. If you need more, I'll hit you with the Cure Light Wounds.
I should be okay with 7. That should be good for now.
Because I have just about full spells.
I am moving silently.
Okay.
And then that was why I only moved 8 squares. So this is my check.
No problem. Notice that it opens up within about 15 feet, 10 feet away from you, and then it's also choked with rubble at the end.
Okay. As I approach this intersection, I would like to search it for traps.
Okay.
Thanks for the heals, Casimir.
Yeah, no problem.
I think intersections are great places for traps. Fuck!
You don't find anything.
Okay. I'm going to move another 8 squares. Silently, hopefully. Ah. New room. Anything peculiar?
It's untracked, and besides being entered through an archway, it's untracked. Dust covers the floor. It's like yours were the very first footprints in a millennial. And it's 30-foot radius room.
Perfect radius for a purple worm to dig up from the center of the room.
Yeah,
Or,
but it's
oh.
undisturbed.
Or an antlion. A giant antlion. Okay, I'm going to search for traps in the center of the room.
Okay.
Skill. Search for find and remove traps.
Definitely not trapped.
Okay. Is this rubble actually here?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to search this rubble.
Okay.
And the purple worm envelops you.
Roll a save versus death or die.
I don't think I've ever actually battled a purple worm.
Oh man, you don't know what you're
And
missing.
you don't find anything underneath there.
Oh shit. Would anyone else like to help me search this rubble?
Sure, I'm right here. I'll search the rubble with you.
How do you make this?
Like ahead.
How do you make the scenario go crazy? Put him in a circular room and tell him to piss in the corner. Ah.
Silly Jer.
And you don't find anything.
There's a corner right here.
Are you going to take a piss right there?
Yes.
Animated wet spot, please.
As I secretly pull out the decanter of endless water, and just like hydrant this fucking wall.
You do, and bits of plaster and stuff come off.
The room is now filled with mud, and mudmen emit from the floor. Initiative.
Perfect.
Yeah, but other than that, this room is completely empty.
Okay, empty room. Damn it. Right. Let's see. So again at the intersection. Oh, there's a door.
Yeah, you can make out right about that.
Yeah, I shall search the door for traps. Let's see, skill. I remove traps.
Don't find anything.
Okay. I look for a doorknob.
Just get door handle.
Okay. Any locks on the door?
No.
Okay. While moving silently, I want to quietly try to enter the next room. Okay. Okay, is that statue actually there?
Yes, it is.
Okay. What does it look like?
The walls of this 20-foot wide by 80-foot long room are, I think it's 80, hang on one second, 40 foot, sorry, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40-foot long room, are lined with racks of bone scroll cases. Like those elsewhere in this building, the floor is tilted toward the southwest, and the west end of the room has filled entirely with sand. On the floor to the east end lies a statue, broken into many pieces. The carved table that tablet obviously once supported the statue. No, the carved table that obviously supported the statue upended in the rubble.
Oh, okay. So as the building like sort of tilted towards the southwest, it knocked over.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, that's unfortunate. What are the details of the statue? Like, what's it of? Statue of? Does it say?
Um, it's hard to tell because the way it's laying face down.
Ah.
Could have been a statue of a man.
Mm.
Again, it was holding a but it's hard to tell.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to move to the corner here. Ooh, lots of rubble to search. I guess while moving silently, I'm going to try to move to towards the back of the room.
Okay.
You can do it.
Okay, towards the back of the room, and I would like to search the rubble for, you know, treasures or ways through, or people, or anything out of the ordinary.
Amongst the sand, you do see the topmost portion of what could have been an opening.
I'm going to, I guess, yeah, I'll excavate it.
Yeah, the end is there's a 5 foot wide filled corridor ends in a pile of sand. A small opening may be seen near the arched ceiling. At the far end on the left, a small arched door is mostly covered by the sand.
And I'm going to whisper from the shadows, "Psst, guys, I found like a secret door."
A secret door.
Sort of. It's buried beneath all this rubble.
Ah!
As soon as it senses disturbance on the rubble, huge tarantula pops out from the court, from the door, from the entryway, from the top.
Initiative.
These spiders are everywhere.
Kill it with fire.
I will be attacking last.
Haha.
Nice word to hit. This is a sand pile. He's still made. Okay. You managed to get before it completely comes out of the tunnel. And as you kill it, scenario, you just see another one trying to get, but it cannot.
There's another one in there. He's trying to get out.
Snarrow, perhaps you could drown them with your decanter of endless water?
Next round, baby.
And I hold action. But not till I move. And anything that pops out here, I'm going to backstab it.
Yeah, basically, whatever's behind it is gonna. It can't get out because of the body that's in that hole.
Hopefully the decanter will wash away some of the derbis. And help
Did the
us.
decanter actually pour that much water in there, or is it like a fire hose, or is it like just like?
There's 3 different blasts. There's a stream. There's there's like a stream. There's like a garden hose ordeal, and then there's like a geyser.
Wow. So
Wow,
garden hose, fire hose, and geyser.
And it's more like a stream, like a trickle from like a water bottle. Then there's like a stream that you get out of a garden hose. And then there's like a blast from like a geyser.
Wow.
you should be just pointing that at all these encounters and just flooding them with a giant stream of water.
Well, we don't want to.
Blast.
We don't want to flood the whole dungeon, because we want to explore it, right? So, using it sparingly, we could help ourselves excavate faster and perhaps drown some spiders in the meantime.
But if you're outside of the building, in the open desert, you could just open it up and just
Oh yeah, yeah.
Drown the world.
geyser like 10 spiders into a pond.
That would probably be worth, like, a push spell or something. From first edition. I know they took it out of second edition, but I think they put it back
Actually,
in.
reinstated
Yeah.
in second.
Yeah, in the spell compendium or whatever it's called.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
I'll look up the exact details on the decanter because I'm pretty sure it does like blowback stuff, or I think it instantly kills like small things.
Hmm. Instead of a pyromaniac, we've got an aquamaniac. Hey. Dreamweaver. Oh, Dreamweaver.
This was the inscription on the doors. And back in that entry room.
Popsicle, caltrops, turd. Bird, caltrops, spoon.
All right, so
turd.
there's a stream which pours out a gallon of water per round. There's a fountain that makes a 5-foot long stream at 5 gallons per round. There's a geyser, which is a 20-foot long stream at 30 gallons per round. And the geyser causes zero back pressure. And the force of the geyser will kill small animals, insects, mice, moles, small bats, etc.
That's what we need.
Small insects. Small animals and insects. So.
And you can do salt water too, and that's cool. Salt or fresh.
I could even say brackish if I want to. I could technically say hot water. Hot seawater.
Huzzah.
The spider failed its ancient history check.
Oh, because it was a spider. Basically, it said that the doors said, "Do not disturb the vanquished one. He is the treasure that must be kept."
We about to disturb him.
And that was on these doors back, on these golden doors back here.
That's on the. That's back there in the golden doors.
Yeah.
Oh, did she say what it was?
Yeah, basically the inscription on the golden doors said, do not disturb the vanquished one. He is the treasure that must be."
He is the treasure?
Yes.
The vanquished one is kind of vague, yeah. It could be. Well, we know there's no Ifrit in here. We know this is where Amun Ra's corpse is going to be. So he could be the vanquished one, or that statue could be the vanquished one, or anything that appears defeated or vanquished could be the vanquished one. So it's very vague. But
Yeah.
I think it's more than likely Amun Ra, like his actual cartouche. I mean, the
Sarcophagus.
sarcophagus. Yeah, cartouche covers a sarcophagus. Okay, So did the
Tenebris
water.
is poking about the statue. He brings up a piece of a broken statuary that seems to be like a tablet with the top and bottoms broken.
What was that about the statue?
Tenebris is poking about it.
Yeah.
Um, and he brings up what appears to be a stone tablet with the top portion broken off and the bottom portion broken off. And there's an inscription on that.
Okay. With a handout.
Yeah, there were a lot of things to deal with this on this one.
7 Charlie. By the way, I can't get the links to work for 6A and 6B. The inscription on obelisk. It's like they're just not working. I must not have permission to. Inscription on pillars. Oh! It's okay. 6A, inscription on pillars.
Yeah, but this is on the broken tablet. Stupid me forgot to remove the grammatical.
Pillars doesn't work either. Weird.
Are you guys looking at some sort of PDF document or something?
It's handouts.
Hang on, maybe I gotta.
Okay. Oh, they seem to be working for me.
I'm
There you
guessing.
go.
I'm guessing the dash in 6A and 6B is a minus or something. I don't know.
They all work for me.
No, it's a dash that separates the number from the title.
I'll just go into the campaign compendium or whatever it's called.
Try a browser refresh.
No, I'm just gonna cheat and go into the external journal. That's what it's called. Six A inscription on pillars. I'm just gonna copy it straight from there. Copy. I'm smart. Paste. No!
Yeah, after investigating the tableau work, his shoulder, Ariel says basically a set of instructions on his tablet. And it says, thus facing the great doors and passing the right hand before them, speak. Sakha al Jini. Then approach the first and speak. Alhamdulillah. So shall the way be open to you. Speak then Bismillah and Dubin, and these shall be within thy hand's reach of the greatest of all.
Okay. Ready to go try the magic words on the door and see what happens?
Anyone want to pick him up?
Say again?
Here's mention if anyone wants to try to follow the instructions that were found on that program tablet.
I'm ready to do it. Let's go do it. So Ariel had a good translation of this, right? She's
Yep.
used to comprehend languages, or just knows the knows the
Ancient
language.
history.
Very nice. So, okay, guys, do you want to open the doors first, or go check out the northern tunnels from the front room?
Well, we're here. We may want to just open it. We can check out the tunnels after.
Okay, if Ariel tells me the words to read, I'll go up. Words to use, I'll go up and say.
So, again, she goes, thus facing the great doors and passing the right hand before them, speak Saka al Genie.
So I
I think
pass my
that
right
means
hand.
I think that means you have to go in those circular rooms and say that.
In the circular rooms?
Yeah, because you pass the right of the door. You go into the circular room, say that. Then you go to all the way to the left side in the circular room and say the other line. Then stand in front of it and say it. Say the Dugon or whatever.
Okay. Let's go find a circular room.
So if there's one up there, then that pretty much proves the
Hey guys, I found a circular room.
sweet.
Again, 30-foot mark. Doesn't seem to be. Seems like here's the first footprints to step in here in the middle.
But yeah, I'd say the first line here, and of course it has to be. I think one person has to do it. So I'm just gonna get out of this room and.
Okay, so Ariel, what's the word again?
Saka Genie.
Saka al Genie.
Nothing seems to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ariel, what's the second word? Passing on the left.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Nothing seems to happen.
And then we stand before the doors and
Bismillah.
Bismillah.
Nothing seems to happen.
And then say the last word.
Diban.
What's the last word?
Diban.
Daban.
Nothing. Again, he looks at the tablet and checks her checks the translation right. And she goes, "This is kind of written in an archaic language, so thus facing the great doors and passing the right hand before them, speak Saka al Genie. Then approach the first and speak
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So shall the way be opened before unto you. Speak then Bismillah and Duban, and these shalt be within thy hand's reach of the greatest of all.
Okay, yeah, this is a little different. So I'm gonna walk up to the doors, look at the doors, gonna wave my right hand from left to right and say Saka al Jini. And then I'm going to approach the door and say Alhamdulillah.
As you wave your right hand before the doors and say Sakat al Jini, you hear a loud boom.
Uh-oh, I broke it.
And the doors open inward.
So the next after that is Bismillah and Duban. So I'm going to walk in and say Bismillah.
The walls of this 20-foot wide hall and its ceiling fade into the darkness, made deeper by the black marble that has been used in its construction. 3 pairs of huge statues stand sentry with their backs against the side walls. The first pair 15 feet from the door. So tall are they that their heads are not visible in the darkness, and the staff of each holds is as tall or taller. The room, like all the others encountered, slants downward towards the southwest. The hall is 60 feet long with a 60-foot ceiling. The statues are 50 feet tall with staves that reach to the ceiling. Against the back wall of the hall is what appears to be an altar of white marble. Centered on the white marble platform lies a huge black gem, its curved surface highly polished.
The black gem.
This is it, guys. I'm going to walk up and I'm going to say,
And as you approach the first pair of statues,
Be confident.
as you approach within 10 feet of the first pair of statues, a thin veil of blue silk appears.
thin veil, blue silk appears where?
Right there.
So then now you speak.
As sheer as the finest mist, the veil appears to hang between the staves the statues bear.
Whoever wrote this did their research.
I say Bismillah.
No. Should have been Alhamdulillah.
It's Alhamdulillah.
Whoops.
Well, I did Alhamdulillah to get through the doors, I thought. Or did Saka al Jini get me through?
Yep.
Oh, right.
The door.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay.
Pew. Bismillah. Yeah, one more syllable in Alhamdulillah, and it's Alhamdulillah. Which is,
When you say
God willing or something like that.
Alhamdulillah, the curtain, the veil lifts.
Aha. I get where this is going. So I'm going to walk up a little bit.
10 feet.
And stop.
A curtain of yellow satin appears between the second pair of statues. Hanging between the staves they bear. This curtain is translucent but opaque enough to conceal all but the vague outlines of things. A sharp smell
Bismillah.
assails the nostrils.
Bismillah. Okay, so I say Bismillah. Does it do anything?
Well,
10 feet. Dubai. Red cotton.
a shimmering curtain of flame orange velvet appears between
Ah.
the bird pair statues. Appearing to drape in folds from something suspended between the staves the statues bear, the velvet reflects golden yellow and deep red in the highlights and shadows. Nothing can be seen beyond the curtain.
I say Duban.
Oh, I say cheerio, Casimir. Cheerio.
Working so far, guys, but I'm out of words.
I think you just have to take it.
The white marble of the altar against the rear wall begins to pulse as though with an inner light. The only thing on the altar top is a fist-sized polished stone of midnight black with a brilliant white star dividing it into 6 wedges. Now it can be seen that the pulsing light covering the white marble emanates from within the stone's altar. As though in time with the beating heart, the light of the star brightens, flows out through the gem, and washes the marble on its brilliance. So deep is the black of the stone itself that it appears to be without depth.
Okay, guys, here's where we come into the final thing that might be a trap. Anybody else want to grab this gem, or you want me to grab the gem?
Oh, I shall search for traps. 1 second. I'll make sure that the
As
things don't appear again.
the stone does not seem to be resting on the altar, but in it.
Like I have to reach into the altar to get
It
it?
is embedded into the altar top.
Because the thing says we're within thy hand's reach of the greatest of all. So perhaps the greatest, you should say the greatest of all's name.
Amun-Ra.
Martek is the guy who gave the gems. Who's Amun Ra?
Amun-Ra is the guy that's buried in this tomb. The ghost that we met
Okay.
earlier in the desert, that was Amun-Ra.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Amun Ra, and I reach out and I touch the gem. Can I touch?
You can touch it.
I try to grasp the top of it, and pick.
Sure, you can grasp it, but it just seems fused into the.
Martek, I'm here for your gem. And I try to pick it.
Okay, make a strength check.
Strength is a good one for me. This might work.
Doesn't the paladin have a maul?
He does.
Yes, he did.
Well,
It's not a Maul of the Titans, but it is a regular Maul.
That's kind of what we need right now. A mall.
Let's see if Casimir can make a strength check.
So just a D20 under my strength, right? I made it by 11.
Straining, he managed to wrench the stone free all of a sudden. The pulsating light seems to flow back into the midnight black of the stone, leaving only the star as a glimpse of its former presence. A tiny bit of dull gray metal clings to the base of the gemstone, and a faint wisp of incense wafts from the stone's setting. As from afar, a guttural chuckle flows forth, gaining in power and volume until, like a wave cresting against the breakwater, it crashes through the hall. The laughter's crest passed, only the echoes remained.
Well,
So this is the star of Aga Pilar, right?
Yes.
we just let an evil guy into heaven, guys. How do you feel?
Well, clearly having it sorted out.
This is a black. Yeah, basically, this is a this size black stone star sapphire.
Oh shit.
Like I said, there's a thin wisp of smoke coming from where it was set.
So how have we let an evil guy into heaven?
Because he was cursed by Osiris, to never, reach his afterlife, and until his treasures were removed from his thing. Oh shit!
Oh
But
god.
we haven't gotten the staff yet.
I thank you, mortals, for freeing me from my imprisonment. For your reward, I shall kill you last after I destroy the lands about. So says I, Calatharius Paja, Vizier to the Fire Sultan. My long imprisonment is ended.
So we did the right thing in the wrong order and we messed up.
No, this too is according to prophecy. That the evil Jinn Lord would be free.
But okay, but it's one of the steps we have to take to defeat the Ifrit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically he has to be freed. You're gathering the 5 stones to find the sphere of power, which is the only thing that will finally banish.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, one of the 5 stones was actually holding a prisoner.
So we need 5 stones
So
plus
we
the
just happened to start with the one stone that was holding.
Yep.
Right. So he was banished here to the Prime. So he was basically stuck here, and now we're freeing him, and then we're going to banish him from the Prime. So we're kicking him out of our world. Because eventually, you know, someone would have come and freed him. You know, and then shit would happen.
And he gave his little spiel of welcome. Thanks. He coalesces into a calm smoke and goes out the door.
And he revealed his true name to us, at least what we
Well,
can
you
think
knew
his
his
true
name.
name is. Calatharius Paja.
Yeah, you knew his name. It's in the prophecy.
Ah.
Yeah, he's not a demon.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that matters and doesn't
He
matter
is
at the
an
same time.
extraplanar entity.
Yeah, he is an extraplanar entity, so having his true name is really advantageous.
I think true names are only good with demons.
Knowing
No.
true names also helps just by
They're good. They're good
making
with.
magic more powerful
Yeah.
to affect them.
Yeah, and some spells will only work if you have the true name of whoever.
Yeah, and
Both,
some
both,
magic circles, knowing the true name makes it more powerful.
both summoning and what's that? The
Ba-
forbid
Banishing.
banishing. Yeah, but it's anyways, it's one of the goddamn abjuration, summoning and abjuration. To abjure is to banish.
Now, you've been about the rooms. You haven't found any sarcophagi. So, this apparently may not be the tomb of Amun Ra. He did point to his location.
Amun Ra lied.
No, he didn't lie. He pointed. He pointed to
Oh,
the direction to the southeast, not the southwest.
oh, okay.
Okay, so we've just got more places we still have to
Yeah. So
explore.
I mean, there's still half of this one though, and apparently that back room that we haven't gone to, where the spiders were at.
Yeah, you want to keep exploring this place while we're here?
There could be treasure. You never know.
Treasure bath.
Now, you do got, like I said, you do got a fist-sized black amethyst, black star sapphire.
Yeah, but we can't really sell that. It's a quest item
True.
thing. So
Or we could sell it, and then I could trade the gold coin that I got for it back.
Make it into a giant ring.
The necklace. Instead of a big clock, you just get like a big gem, a giant gem on a big setting.
Like a wrapper, a giant clock on a chain around your neck.
Yeah, yeah. But instead, we do the big black gem.
yeah.
That I like.
So anyway, yeah. Is there more to explore in this town? It looked like we've in this temple. I think we found a couple of dead ends.
Oh, there was one opening that was being blocked by a spider by the body of a giant tarantula.
Right, but if we pull that tarantula out, we'll just get a bunch more tarantulas, right?
Yep.
Well, it's not a deadly poison.
No, but you're not sure what the numbers are.
Fire. Kill it with fire.
Have we searched this room for secret doors, the one with the statues? If
Not
at
so
all.
far.
Did we decide to Flava Flav the shit out of that gem? And wear it as a giant gaudy necklace?
Yeah, I think we'll need a jeweler for that. I don't know. By the time we figure out somebody who can put it in a gold setting for us, we'll have to use it to finish the quest.
To make a giant gem telescope? I get the feeling we're going to make a telescope out of these things. Like from smallest to largest. Inside of like a leather shell thing. And all it does is cast true seeing.
Maybe. Now this is a black gem, so you won't be able to look right through it, honestly.
Yeah, but
Yep,
maybe
black
all of
star
them
set.
together.
It's an opal, right?
Nope, star sapphire.
Yep. This is the black sapphire.
I don't know about you guys, but I get the feeling that these tombs are going to be the kind that don't have treasure.
Let me check on that.
Maybe we should just go through them as quickly as possible.
Yeah, just let me check if it's worth it. I'm gonna do an ancient history check here. Are you doing the stacking thing? Like every time you put it into ancient history, like
Yeah. If you stick it in that particular category, ancient history is one of those where you have to pick a particular field. So like ancient history Nithya, ancient history
Yeah.
Timora. So
oh, so it's not like every time you
no.
Tenebrous, when did you get here?
now since
Luckily, Ariel Dreamweave has NPC Mage had ancient history.
okay, so is it
He was able
Nithya?
to decipher everything that we've come across so far.
Oh yeah, well, that's my work. So let me check. Is it this would be Nithya? Would this be? Yep. Okay. There we go. Zero successes. I have no clue. We might as well just go one by one.
Well,
Your intelligence is
Yeah,
only
you're-
9.
as Ray was telling you his plight, he did mention that he had plundered neighboring nations and and taxed his own people to the point where he could have the riches he needed to pass into the heaven westward, and he sealed them in his death-proof tomb.
Death-proof tomb. Yeah, that sounds. I'm gonna be honest with you here, guys. This could actually be from not even a mummy, just it could be another vampire, by what we know.
There
So
was
yeah,
literally nothing here but huge spiders and an ifrit that we freed. There was no treasure so far, and we've explored about half of this place. No treasure.
Okay.
No treasure so far if you don't count the black star sapphire.
Yeah, yeah. If we don't count that, it's a story item, so I wouldn't count it.
yeah.
I am searching the room. Could be wrong. So
I will cast
My
detect
name.
magic. I will cast detect magic.
And you're nearly blinded
Oh, great!
because all the three pairs of statues do radiate magic.
Okay, so I'll let you know that, guys.
Well, they
Okay.
already discovered that because there are some more passwords to get by.
Uh huh. Did you cast detect evil? Let's cast Detect Evil then.
Nothing radiates as being evil.
Okay, nothing seems evil here. But. Hmm.
And you should have in your journal the inscriptions that they've discovered so far.
Yes.
Is Tenebris a priest?
He is.
Yes.
That's right, okay. So, man, that was a waste of 2 slots. I'm sad to say, on ancient history. Because that's, intelligence. That's an intelligence check.
Yeah, I know, but it goes with the character.
Oh. You're below actual ground level in the desert because of the sinkhole that opened up into the
Yeah.
There's a big old sand dune now right here.
Well,
I
would
think-
suggest.
I think we should just leave and go to the next ruins.
Shouldn't we at least check the chests?
There were
The
chests?
sarcophagus or whatever.
There are no sarcophagi in here.
Yeah, there's no sarcophagus.
Yeah, those
So-
are big statues, like
Yeah.
50 foot tall.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah.
At
Strange, though.
least for now, I think we should leave.
Yeah, okay.
And maybe seal the doors, the front doors behind us.
Hmm. Well, the Ifriti already escaped, so. Well, but if you
Well-
insist.
Before they even entered in this ruin, as soon as they stepped onto the place with the pillars, they were attacked by 5 giant tarantula, 6 foot in diameter.
Jesus.
And
Yeah.
they
Okay.
bit hard.
Yeah,
they-
tarantulas.
They didn't. Their bites didn't do much damage, but their poison did 15 damage if you fail a save versus poison. But you got a +1 bonus to your save because it was a weakened version of the poison.
Uh-huh. Okay, then let's close everything and. Okay, we just essentially fucked up. And yeah.
No, we didn't fuck anything up. This was mission accomplished. We got the first star. Now we move on and get the other 4.
According
Yeah,
to
but
the
yeah,
prophecy.
yeah. According to the prophecy, and in a time constricted schedule. Also, didn't the Ifriti give us any wishes? Like we technically freed him.
His reward for freeing him was that he promised that after he gets done destroying the surrounding the land, he will kill you last.
No, that's not wishes. How wishes work. Well, okay, let's go try and get the other sapphires,
Yeah.
I guess.
Done, on to the next one, done, on to the next one. And back out to the desert. Out to
Yep,
the
I wanna
desert
make
we
sure I
go.
get you guys together.
Yeah, this is now a race against the Ifrit.
It's
Yeah.
a race against the sands of time.
And I think he means
Well, we can always, if it all goes to shit, we can always take the sapphires and like sell them to somebody.
Perhaps we
Just
should have
fuck up-
done this
Just
temple
fuck up
last.
this part of the world.
We probably should have done this temple last out of all of them, but we had no way to know that. Other than,
Yeah.
you know, consulting our deities or something.
know,
Uh-oh, surprise. Here come the bandits that we encountered earlier. Probably. On the gray horses.
I don't know.
So I'm
Probably.
just getting everyone together so I can get you.
Oh, okay. I really like this map, by the way. My compliments.
I actually found this on the internet.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of these old modules will have, you know, good maps like this on the internet.
And I had to do some tweaking with it to the maps in Paint, just so I can get them to fit. So I'll pop you back on the overland map.
So where to next?
That one that's just north of the Hinjaz. This one over here to the east. So that,
Yeah, that was where where the spirit of Amun Ra was pointing.
okay. So this one will have a staff, at least, in addition to the star.
Okay.
So the prophecy said that we would have to go around to these 5 ruins and get the gem out of each one, and then we could use the 5 gems to find the 6th ruin, where we could go in and like banish the Ifrit back to the elemental plane of fire or wherever he's from.
Yeah.
So
Elemental.
on to the next one. Let's see. We'll probably take the southern road. So, like this here to here, here, and here. So 11 hexes. We probably get there like what, the middle of the night or something.
Yep.
Yeah. And probably want to camp.
Mm. Do you think we have time to camp?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I don't know. There is a crazy Ifriti running amok.
In the midst of vast desert stands the last relic of a dead civilization. From the broken foundations of a once mighty city, the Great Pyramid rises, its polished stone walls gleaming in the sunlight like the facets of a gigantic jewel. It is oriented with the compass points, a wall surrounding it. Before it, on the south, the temple stands guard, the only break in the wall. The pyramid and its temple are the only buildings to have escaped ruin. All the other buildings facing the broad boulevard that once led into the temple stairs are gutted shells, filled with the drifting sands of the desert. The wisps of smoke rising from what appears to be pavilions near the temple steps announce that Cherbakar, though a dead city, is not lifeless. And as you make the approach, Amun Ra appears before you and silently points to the pyramid.
Thank you for your guidance, Amon Ra.
I wonder what Nix would think about all of this. Okay. So obviously, God pointing at the pyramid should, but they said that there were lights. Or am I? Oh, they're hearing correctly.
Oh, we've arrived at the outside of the temple.
I think I see assholes at the top of the stairs.
Ah, so.
Sand goblins.
The pyramid is about 250 feet square at the base, rising to the height of at least 700 feet. The highly polished rock that forms its exterior is untouched by the desert sands, in contrast to the rock of the 20-foot high wall that surrounds it. The pyramid sides face the compass points. The only break in the guarding wall is the temple at the south. Entrance is really obviously via a platform that opens in the south face 50 feet above the ground. Stairs climb to the pyramid's south face from a walkway connecting the rear of the temple to the pyramid. Like the stone surrounding the wall, the stone of the temple is worn by time, though still solid and sturdy. There are no windows in the temple wall, and only one entrance gained via two staircases flanking a circular basin, climbing 30 feet to the temple porch. The temple's roof is capped by one large and two small domes. A broken lime cement basement, 100 feet in diameter, with no apparent openings in the bottom, lies within the embrace of the stairs of the temple entryway. The basin obviously once contained water, which emptied into a deep channel into the desert ground. This channel leads away from the temple south, passing the building ruins there before turning east and then north, out into the desert.
You know, the symbol that the stairs and the fountain make seems familiar.
Oh, yeah, that's the symbol of of Thulsa Doom from Conan the Barbarian.
No, dude, that was two snakes looking at each other.
Yeah, but also in other parts of the movie, it's that, but upside down.
Casimir, maybe you should lay if you've got a small healing on you, perhaps. Might I have it before we enter this new temple?
Yeah, no problem at all. I have most of my spells.
I have a potion. Do you want it?
No, keep a potion. That might come in handy for you.
Do any of the priests like pray or bless?
I'm gonna pray. Sit down and pray.
8 points.
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna cast. Also, I'm gonna make a religion check, just because that is no consciential architecture would How this is not built. This is built on purpose. This way.
That's exactly what I needed to get to full.
Also, it's the night, so I should get like bonus praying points.
You have the prayer spell?
No,
Because it looks
I'm
like
just like
we're about to like walk into two assholes up there.
no. I'm doing the actual praying. You know,
Prayer.
like yeah, like no, like real, like actual prayer, like like not the spell, but like the actual.
He's communicating with his gut deity.
Yeah.
Oh, communion.
No, just
Just praying.
just praying.
I have prayer. I'll look it up, remind myself what it all does, and do a prayer spell.
Prayer is like bless, but it also has a negative impact on enemies.
Yeah, prayer is short duration. It'll work 8 rounds for me, and so we want to know that we're going into a fight first.
Do I recognize anything with an order religion check? And my
Of the Nithian pantheon.
yeah, but who specifically?
Or Isis.
Who?
Osiris or
That's
Isis?
Osiris in Mystara, or Isis.
Okay. Shit. Oh, this land is completely okay. We
Little cat. Little cat. Meow. Meow meow. Meow meow.
what the hell's wrong with you?
Yes, it's about 30 feet
Calling his cat.
floor of the desert, the temple, to about the top porch here.
We might need to
Oh, you're
check
so
the
skinny.
stairs.
So skinny.
And what's that for?
Will you put her down?
Yeah, she actually jumps down. She does fine. Two assholes at the top of the stairs. Both of them dual wielding shamshears.
Okay.
AKA Tulwas.
And Thesis is out for the night.
Yeah, I probably have to get heading too.
Okay. We'll pick up here next week.
Okay. Well, at least I finally get to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so next week I'll get ready to cast a prayer if it looks like that's going to make a difference in this fight.
Yeah, prayer
Yeah.
has a huge area of effect. It's I think it's about the same as it's like a 12 square radius from your character. I think.
60-foot radius.
Yeah, 60-foot radius, 12 squares, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, do the enemies have to be in that radius to be affected by the
Yes.
the?
Oh yeah, and in line of sight, which they should be for you.
Yeah, so like maybe as soon as the fight starts, first round, I do the prayer instead of attacking, and
I
that'll
don't
get
think
them
they
and
will
us
be
in.
in line of sight, considering that they are guarding the doors to the temple proper. Behind Casimir's at the bottom of the 30-foot staircase.
So we may have to move into this a little bit to make sure we're all in and the enemy are all in the area of effect.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good game, guys. I had a lot of fun this session.
Yep, good one. I like how this is going.
Thanks for DMing, Mark.
And if you guys want, I'll put up a translation key for the hieroglyphics.
Oh, you could probably
Yeah, that'd be
just
cool. I'd like to see that.
you could probably just put the translations that we've gotten so far onto the handout themselves.
Yeah, I will do that.
Yeah. Cool.
I have them. I have the translations listed on the on the GN notes side.
Yeah. All right. See you guys next week.
Thanks, Mark.
I'm pretty
See
excited
you
about
next
this
week.
quest. It's pretty cool. All right, bye-bye. And for our viewers, please stay tuned. We're going to have reruns right after this. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're watching us live on Twitch. Hit that heart-shaped button at the top of the screen. That's the follow button. And it'll give you an option for push notifications. If you have a mobile device, you can receive push notifications every time we go live. I play this game on Friday nights. This is Mystara AC 1000. It is 2nd edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I DM on Saturdays, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific time, in the Orb of Solonod Hex, which is, again, 2nd edition AD&D. And that's my own homebrew campaign, so I DM that. And then I also play AD&D 2nd edition in the Thunder Rift campaign on Sunday nights. And I upload all 3 of those normally in a week to YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. It helps me out immensely if you subscribe to my channel on YouTube. I've been doing this, uploading, VODs of 2nd edition D&D for about 3 years, and I still am not even at the 100 subscriptions mark. So yeah, please, any word of mouth that you could, tell your friends about me, that would be great and much appreciated. If they like AD&D 2nd edition, especially on Roll20. And thank you very much for watching. Oh, and a special shout out to Low505, one of our loyal viewers. And also, let's see who else is in the room here. Quick shout out to Aten, Commander Root, Illustron 41, particularly to Excel 809, another loyal viewer, GZA, Miss Ariana Marie, and Stephanie Starsha, especially for hosting me. Thank you very much, Stephanie Starsha. And hopefully I'll see all of you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific time for my homebrew game, The Orb of Solonod Hex. And again, thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye. Oh, and stay tuned for reruns. Hey.